Question 351. Among the listed protocols, which one is not associated with the network layer of the OSI model? A. ICMP. B. IGMP. C. IMAP. D. IP. Correct answer. C. IMAP. IMAP, Internet Message Access Protocol, is an application layer protocol in the OSI, Open Systems Interconnection model. It is designed to enable users to access and manage their emails from an email server. Users can access their emails from various devices, such as computers, smartphones, and tablets, without the need to download the emails to their personal devices. Question 352. Which device forwards data packets to all connected ports? A. Content filter. B. Hub. C. Router. D. Switch. Correct answer. B. Hub. A hub is a network device that broadcasts incoming data packets to all connected ports, regardless of the destination address, making it less efficient than switches. Question 353. What is the primary metric used by distance vector routing protocols to determine the best path? A. Bandwidth. B. Hop count. C. Delay. D. Reliability. Correct answer. B. Hop count. Distance vector routing protocols use hop count as the primary metric to select the best route. Hop count provides a simple way to evaluate path distance. If hop count were not used, distance vector protocols would require more complex metrics like link state protocols. Question 354. Which protocol operates at the network layer of the OSI model without encapsulating data from an upper layer protocol for network transmission? A. ICMP. B. IP. C. TCP. D. UDP. Correct answer. B. IP. The network layer in the OSI, Open Systems Interconnection model, uses the IP, Internet Protocol, to address and route data packets from the source to the destination across the network. This protocol operates independently of the protocols at the application layer, such as TCP or UDP, and does not need to encapsulate data from the upper layer to perform its functions. Question 355. What is the distinguishing characteristic between a peer-to-peer network and a client-server network? A. On a peer-to-peer network, all workstations must share their resources. B. On peer-to-peer networks, every workstation is capable of authenticating users. C. Peer-to-peer networks are illegal, while client-server networks are legal. D. Peer-to-peer networks are inherently less secure than client-server networks. Correct answer. B. On peer-to-peer networks, every workstation is capable of authenticating users. The peer-to-peer network is a network model in which all devices, workstations, can function as both servers and clients simultaneously, allowing for resource sharing and direct management of authentication with other devices without the need for a central server. The client-server network is a network model in which central servers are responsible for user authentication and managing resource access for clients. Clients send requests to the server and receive responses from it. Question 356. What technology do ISCSI initiators use to discover ISCSI targets on the network? A. DNS. B. ICMP. C. ISNS. D. Active Directory. Correct answer. C. ISNS. ISNS, Internet Storage Name Service, is a network protocol specifically designed to help ISCSI initiators discover and identify ISCSI targets within a network. It functions as a directory service, enabling storage devices and servers to find each other easily without manual configuration, even in virtualized storage environments or large networks where devices may change frequently. Question 357. Which term describes the logical distance between a network time protocol server and its synchronized time source? A. Iteration. B. Laver. C. Path. D. Stratum. Correct answer. D. Stratum. Stratum is a concept in the network time protocol that refers to the logical level between an NTP server and the time source it synchronizes with. It indicates the server's position relative to an accurate time source, facilitating the organization and distribution of precise time within a computer network. This ensures that all devices in the network have the same time. Question 358. Which device commonly operates at the network layer of the Open Systems Interconnection model? A. Hub. B. Router. C. Proxy server. D. Network interface adapter. Correct answer. B. Router. A router is a networking device that operates at the network layer in the OSI model. Its function is to route and forward data between different networks based on IP addresses. It allows multiple devices to connect to the Internet through a single IP address while optimizing data paths to enhance speed and network performance. Question 359. Which mechanism enables administrators to synchronize DNS database information across multiple name servers for fault tolerance and load balancing? A. Iterative query. B. Multi-master replication. C. UDP forwarding. D. Zone transfer. Correct answer. D. Zone transfer. Zone transfer is a mechanism used in the domain name system, DNS, to synchronize DNS records between a master server and a slave server. This process ensures that all servers have consistent DNS information, providing reliability and consistency in DNS responses. Question 360. Which of the following IPv4 address classes is used for multicast addresses? A. Class A. B. Class B. C. Class C. D. Class D. Correct answer. D. Class D. Multicast addresses are identified by the first 4 bits of the address, which must be set to 1110. This corresponds to the first octet of the address being in the range 224 to 239. The other 3 IPv4 address classes are Class A, Class B, and Class C. Class A addresses are used for large networks. Class B addresses are used for medium-sized networks, and Class C addresses are used for small networks. Question 361. How does an SSL VPN differ from an IPsec VPN? A. An SSL VPN operates over a web browser without requiring specialized client software. B. An SSL VPN does not use encryption for data transmission. C. An SSL VPN requires a dedicated leased line for communication. D. An SSL VPN only works within local area networks. Correct answer. A. An SSL VPN operates over a web browser without requiring specialized client software. SSL VPNs, Secure Sockets Layer VPNs, provide secure remote access through a web browser, eliminating the need for specialized client software. They use SSL/TLS encryption to secure traffic, making them a convenient alternative to IPsec VPNs, which often require client configuration. Question 362. Which of the following is an example of a path vector routing protocol? A. OSPF. B. RIP. C. EIGRP. D. BGP. Correct answer. D. BGP. Path vector routing protocols use multiple attributes to determine the best path and are used between autonomous systems. BGP is the primary example of a path vector protocol. If path vector protocols were not used, Internet-level routing between service providers would lack flexibility and policy control. Question 363. Which of the following routing metrics measures the amount of data traffic on a link at a specific time? A. Load. B. Delay. C. Cost. D. Hop count. Correct answer. A. Load. Load is a routing metric that measures how much traffic is currently being used on a specific link. Load provides real-time information to help routers avoid congested paths. If load were not used, routers might send traffic over already busy links, leading to increased latency and packet loss. Question 364. What constitutes an abnormal occurrence on an Ethernet network? A. Collision detection. B. Jam signals. C. Late collisions. D. Packet retransmissions. Correct answer. C. Late collisions. Late collisions are an abnormal occurrence in Ethernet networks, occurring when a device transmits data and a collision happens after more than 64 bytes of data have been sent. This can be caused by factors such as excessively long Ethernet cables or unstable signals. Late collisions can lead to reduced network performance, increased latency, and decreased bandwidth. Question 365. What is the best description of the whitelisting process on a wireless network? A. Using MAC filtering to create a list of devices that are permitted to access a wireless network. B. Using an 8AA server to create a list of users that are permitted to access a wireless network. C. Using an access control list to specify the IP addresses that are permitted to access a wireless network. D. Using port protection to specify the well-known port numbers of applications that users are permitted to run over a wireless network. Correct answer. Using MAC filtering to create a list of devices that are permitted to access a wireless network. Whitelisting in wireless networks is a security measure used to control access by creating a list of allowed MAC addresses, media access control, or users who are permitted to connect to the wireless network. If a MAC address is on the whitelist, the device is granted access. Otherwise, it is denied. This approach helps enhance the security of the network system. Question 366. Which of the following statements about the spanning tree protocol is not true? A. ST prevents traffic from circulating endlessly around a network. B. STP compiles a database containing the IP addresses of connected devices. C. STP is implemented in switches. D. STP operates at the data link layer of the OSI model. Correct answer. B. STP compiles a database containing the IP addresses of connected devices. In a network with multiple connections between switches, traffic can circulate endlessly without control, leading to congestion and reduced network performance. STP is designed to mitigate this issue. Spanning tree protocol is a network protocol that operates at the data link layer of the OSI model, using MAC addresses to identify devices within the network. It is designed to prevent loops in an Ethernet network, ensuring stable operation and maintaining network continuity. Question 367. What is an advantage of using a cloud-based wireless controller deployment? A. Centralized, scalable wireless management. B. Requires each AP to be manually configured. C. Limited scalability. D. Provides only local management without remote access. Correct answer. A. Centralized, scalable wireless management. Cloud-based wireless controllers allow centralized, scalable management of wireless networks over the Internet. Cloud management provides flexibility and ease of administration. If cloud-based controllers were not used, remote and multi-site wireless management would be more complex. Question 368. Which of the following is a type of copper cabling used in network installations? A. Single-mode fiber. B. Multi-mode fiber. C. UTP. Unshielded twisted pair. D. QSFP+. Correct answer C. UTP. Unshielded twisted pair. UTP, unshielded twisted pair, is a type of copper cabling commonly used in Ethernet networks. Copper cabling provides affordable and flexible network connections. If UTP were not used, basic Ethernet connectivity would require more expensive cabling options like fiber. Question 369. Which type of wireless access point relies on a wireless LAN controller for management? A. Fat AP. B. Thin AP. C. Mesh AP. D. Cloud-based AP. Correct answer. B. Thin AP. A thin AP is managed by a wireless LAN controller and does not make independent forwarding or configuration decisions. Thin AP provides centralized control and simplified management. If thin APs were not used, large networks would require manual configuration of every AP. Question 370. What security mechanism does 802.1x provide? A. End-to-end encryption for all network traffic. B. Dynamic IP address allocation for connected devices. C. Firewall protection for wireless networks. D. Port-based network access control using authentication. Correct answer. D. Port-based network access control using authentication. 802.1x is a network access control protocol that authenticates devices before allowing them to connect to a wired or wireless network. It typically works with Radius servers to enforce authentication policies. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful for you, don't forget to like, drop a comment, and subscribe for more practice questions and tips.